archaeologists have found the remains of 9 Neanderthals in a cave near Rome. The cave had perfectly preserved the environment of 50,000 years ago.
Caves have long fascinated scientists and explorers, providing a glimpse into our planet's mysterious past. Over the years, countless remarkable discoveries have been made within these subterranean realms. From the Altamura fossil man to the miniature coffins, these are 15 strangest things found in caves. Number 15. Altamura man fossil. Altamura man, an incredible discovery of the Homo genus, was found in 1993 within Lemmalunga Cave near Altamura, Italy. The fossil was astonishingly well preserved, encased in a thick layer of calcite resembling cave popcorn. To protect it from damage, experts left it in its original condition, leading research to primarily rely on on-site observations for over 2 decades. Determining its age and species proved challenging until a fragment of the right scapula was retrieved, enabling accurate dating, morphological analysis, and preliminary paleogenetic characterization. In 2015, a groundbreaking paper in the Journal of Human Evolution revealed that Altamura man belonged to the Neanderthal species, with the calcite dating indicating an age between 128,000 and 187,000 years. The fossil's exceptional date of preservation, including even the bones inside the nose, makes it one of the most complete Paleolithic skeletons found in Europe. Notably, it represents the oldest successfully sequenced Neanderthal DNA as of 2016. The skull was initially discovered in October 1993 by speleologists exploring the cave. It was embedded in calcium carbonate concretions formed by dripping water. Due to the fear of damage, the bones remained in situ for more than 27 years since their discovery. The skull displays traits characteristic of Homo neanderthalensis from the Middle Upper Pleistocene, acting as a transitional link between earlier human species and Neanderthals. Despite numerous challenges, researchers continue to seek ways to safely remove the fossil, keeping the fascinating mystery of Altamura man alive. Scientists discover a 3-million-year-old cave and find something incredible inside. In the heart of a dense, untouched jungle, a team of intrepid scientists stumbled upon a hidden cave that had remained concealed for over 3 million years. Excitement tingled in the air as they cautiously entered the mysterious cave. Inside, amidst the ancient rock formations, they found an incredible discovery, a human fossil of what appeared to be a giant. The fossilized remains were remarkably well preserved, revealing a towering individual with a robust frame. As they carefully studied the remains, new questions arose about the forgotten history of our ancestors and the secrets buried deep within the Earth's ancient embrace. What untold stories do these ancient bones hold, waiting to be unlocked by the passage of time? Comment down below with the hashtag #UntoldTopic and let us know your opinion in relation to what we just showed on screen. With that said, let's keep things moving. Number 14. Movil Cave. You won't believe what they found in Movil Cave. This incredible cave, nestled near Mangalia, Romania, just a stone's throw away from the Black Sea, holds a secret like no other. Discovered back in 1986 by Christian Lascu, it's no ordinary cave. It's a treasure trove of a unique groundwater ecosystem. The cave's filled with hydrogen sulfide, methane, and ammonia. But guess what? Oxygen is scarce there. Can you imagine? The air down there is nothing like what we breathe on the surface. It's just got 7 to 16% oxygen instead of the usual 21%, and the carbon dioxide levels are sky high compared to the outer world. Here's the real kicker. Movil Cave has been sealed off from the surface for a whopping 2.5 million years. No wonder it's like another world down there. The temperature's cozy at 21 degrees Celsius, humidity's at 100%, and the air barely moves. But the most mind-blowing part is the ecosystem thriving inside. Over 50 species of invertebrates, like leeches, spiders, and water scorpions, have evolved separately from the outside world, and 37 of them are found only in this cave. It's like they created their own little kingdom here. And you know how they survive? Chemosynthesis. Bacteria and microorganisms perform this magic, creating microbial mats that the cave's inhabitants feast on. It's a real food web down there. Movil Cave is like a hidden paradise, untouched for ages. I can't wait to see what else they'll discover in this mysterious underworld. Number 13. Skull cups. Let's talk about another fascinating discovery. In Ghost Cave, Somerset, England, archaeologists found something mind-blowing. 3 human brain cases, 1 from a young child and 2 from adults, dating all the way back to 14,700 years ago. What's even crazier is that these brain cases were used as skull cups, the only ones ever found in England. But it doesn't stop there. The way these skull cups were prepared is a real eye-opener. The scientists noticed signs of advanced processing and shaping of the brain cases. It's like a scene out of a thriller movie. Cut marks and percussion marks on the skulls suggest that all the flesh were removed meticulously and that the jaws were taken off and cracked open, probably to get to the yummy marrow inside. Talk about resourcefulness. The skulls didn't just end up as regular bowls. No, they were carefully broken horizontally so that only the cranial base remained. Voila, the perfect bowl shape for sipping. And to make it even more comfy for sipping, they even chipped the edges carefully. What's truly intriguing is that similar practices have been found in other parts of the world too. In Fiji, for example, skull cups were still being used in the 19th century. It's incredible how these ancient customs and practices can still be seen in some cultures today. Number 12. Stalactites and stalagmites. Let me tell you about the incredible formations found in caves. Like stalactites and stalagmites, stalactites are those cool icicle-shaped formations that hang from the cave ceiling, and they're formed when minerals from dripping water slowly build up over time. They often have pointy tips and can grow quite long, sometimes reaching 20 inches or more. On the other hand, stalagmites are the upward-growing mounds of mineral deposits that form on the cave floor. When water drips onto the ground and leaves behind its minerals, these stalagmites start to take shape. Their tips are usually rounded or flattened. In Vietnam's Son Doong Cave, there's a gargantuan stalagmite that stands over 70 meters tall. Can you imagine how incredible that must look? And here's something extraordinary from the Zagros Mountains in southern Iran. In the Shapur Cave, there's a colossal statue of Shapur I, carved from a single stalagmite. This 23-foot-tall masterpiece dates back to the 3rd century and was discovered near the ancient city of Bishapur. Caves are like hidden art galleries of nature, with breathtaking sculptures that took thousands of years to create. It's a whole underground world waiting to be explored and admired. Number 11. Artifacts of the Cave of Horror. You won't believe the incredible discovery of the Dead Sea Scrolls. These ancient Jewish religious manuscripts were found between 1946 and 1956 in the Qumran Caves, which were part of Mandatory Palestine near the Dead Sea in the West Bank. They're super old, dating from the 3rd century BCE to the 1st century CE. What makes them so mind-blowing is that they include the oldest surviving manuscripts of the entire book, later included in the biblical canons. Plus, there are deuterocanonical and extra-biblical manuscripts that show the diversity of religious thought in late Second Temple Judaism. It's like getting a glimpse into the beliefs and history of ancient times. Most of the scrolls and fragments, around 15,000 of them, are held in Israel's Shrine of the Book at the Israel Museum. But here's the thing, Jordan and the Palestinian Authority also claim custody of these scrolls, as they were discovered during Jordanian control of the West Bank and later captured by Israel in the Six-Day War. These scrolls are like time capsules, giving us insights into the emergence of Christianity and Rabbinic Judaism. They're written in Hebrew, Aramaic, and Greek, and they're mostly on parchment, some on papyrus, and even one on copper. The Dead Sea Scrolls have truly revolutionized our understanding of history, religion, and ancient civilizations. It's like unlocking the secrets of the past one scroll at a time. Number 10. Chauvet Cave. Now let's journey to the awe-inspiring Chauvet Cave in southern France. This ancient treasure trove of prehistoric art is mind-blowing. The paintings and engravings found on its walls are so exquisite that they were initially thought to be much younger, but they actually date back to around 33,000 to 30,000 years ago. Back in 1994, Jean-Marie Chauvet and his friends stumbled upon this hidden gem while exploring the area. Can you imagine their excitement when they discovered the hundreds of stunning artworks inside? The cave was occupied by humans in two periods, one around 37,500 to 33,500 years ago, and the other from 32,000 to 27,000 years ago. The artists who adorned these walls were part of the Aurignacian culture, one of the first cultures of the Upper Paleolithic in Europe. They were hunter-gatherers who skillfully used organic tools, made personal ornaments, figurative art, and even musical instruments. The hearths found in the cave reveal that they also lived their daily lives here, making it their home. To create these masterpieces, these talented artists had torches to cast dim, flickering shadows on the walls, accentuating the natural relief. They used black and red paints made from charcoal and hematite, and even sprayed paint through tubes or used stencils like their own hands. What's truly fascinating is that they carefully prepared the walls before painting, scraping them clean for an even more impressive effect. It will be interesting to step back in time and witness the magic of our ancestors' creativity. Number 9. Hobbits. Let's talk about the fascinating discovery of Homo floresiensis, also known as the Hobbit. These ancient early humans were found only on the island of Flores, Indonesia. Their remains date back to around 100,000 to 60,000 years ago, and they were quite unique. They stood just about 3 feet 6 inches tall, had small brains, large teeth for their size, no chins, receding foreheads, and relatively big feet due to their short legs. Despite their small bodies and brains, these clever beings made and used stone tools, hunted small elephants and large rodents, and even faced predators like giant Komodo dragons. The reason for their small stature and brain size is thought to be island dwarfism. It's a fancy term for an evolutionary process that happens when creatures live on a small island with limited food resources and no serious predators. Even pygmy elephants on Flores showed the same adaptation. But here's the twist. Some scientists wonder if Homo floresiensis floresiensis ancestors were already small when they first reached Flores. Interesting, right? The discovery of a nearly complete female skeleton named LB1 in Liangbois Cave led scientists to identify this new species, Homo floresiensis. Since then, they found bones and teeth of as many as 12 individuals at Liangbois. Now, some debated whether LB1 was a modern human with a growth disorder, but most scientists now accept Homo floresiensis as a distinct human species from Homo sapiens. But the puzzle remains: how is Homo floresiensis related to other species in the Homo genus? Did they evolve from Homo erectus or another small species? This is where our scientists are diving deep into the past to figure it all out. Number 8. America's earliest girl. Over 12,000 years ago, a young girl named Naya lived a challenging life in a Mexican cave. Recently, researchers analyzed her skeleton, shedding light on her difficult existence in the early Americas. It appears that Naya endured long journeys on foot, but didn't carry much with her. The analysis also revealed that she experienced severe nutritional stress, leaving marks on her bones and teeth. Naya's significance goes beyond her own story. In 2014, her DNA helped confirm that the first American settlers and modern Native Americans descended from a single group of Asian immigrants. To protect her remains from tampering, divers originally examined her in the underwater cavern, where she was discovered in 2007. However, intruders interfered, leading to her careful removal in 2014 and 2016. Despite the loss of some bones, her skeletal remains provided valuable information. Naya was a 15 to 17-year-old teenager, and her slight build suggested she experienced nutritional stress. Her leg bones showed lines from halted growth, indicating periods of insufficient food or possible health issues. Remarkably, her pelvic bones showed signs of childbirth, suggesting she had given birth before her death. Although her upper arm muscles were underdeveloped, her strong leg bones implied she roamed extensively across the landscape. Experts praise the thoroughness of the analysis. Gary Haynes, an archaeologist, suggests that environmental changes during her time may have made life more challenging by depleting resources. Naya's story offers a window into the harsh realities of life in the early Americas. Number 7. Giant milky white crystals. Next, we journey to a cave in Mexico. Deep beneath the Earth's surface, hidden within a mountain near Nica, lies an awe-inspiring wonder known as the Cave of Crystals. It was a serendipitous discovery made in the year 2000 when miners, in search of fresh ore deposits, stumbled upon something unexpected and breathtaking. As they ventured further into the mountain, the miners found themselves surrounded by massive, milky white gypsum crystals that towered around them like enchanted pillars. These luminous beams of gypsum, some as long as 12 meters and nearly 1 meter wide, gleamed in the dim light, jutting out from the brown limestone walls, floors, and ceiling. The sight was so extraordinary that they aptly named it the Cave of Crystals. The chamber, nestled 290 meters underground, is situated beneath a mountain rich in lead, zinc, and silver. Since its discovery by the mining company Industrias Penoles, the cave has lured researchers from all over the globe, enticed by its rare beauty and scientific mysteries. Among those intrigued by this underground marvel was Juan Manuel Garcia Ruiz, a crystallographer from the University of Granada, Spain. His lifelong passion for growing crystals in laboratory flasks made this moment a dream come true. Walking among the gigantic Nica crystals, he was in utter awe, bursting with euphoria. As the years passed, researchers braved the cave's oppressive heat and humidity, working to uncover the origin and growth of these extraordinary crystals. Now, almost 2 decades later, their efforts have shed light on many questions, and the focus has shifted towards preserving these natural treasures for generations to come, if nature allows it. Number 6. Crystallized human sacrifice. The ancient Maya civilization, flourishing in the lush rainforests of Central America and southern Mexico, thrived from around 300 BCE to 1520 CE. At its peak, around 800 CE, the Maya civilization mysteriously declined shortly after. Scholars believe that the Mayans adopted the practice of human sacrifice from the Toltecs, who had long included it in their religious rituals. Human sacrifices were carried out by priests, known as nacoms, dressed entirely in black. Their solemn duty was to cut out the hearts of the victims. Assisting them were elderly subordinates, called shaks, named after the god of rain, who held the victims down during the ritual. The main temples were typically restricted to the elite, and commoners participated in specific calendar day ceremonies involving harvest, fertility, and hunting rites. These occasions drew crowds engaging in bloodletting, consuming the intoxicating beverage belch, and possibly ostensibly using hallucinogenic mushrooms or peyote. In Mayan society, ritual sacrifices held significant importance. Both animals and humans were offered as sacrifices. Crocodiles, iguanas, dogs, peccaries, jaguars, and turkeys were frequently sacrificed animals, while humans were considered the ultimate offering. Sacrificial scenes were depicted in ancient Mayan art, showcasing their belief in appeasing the gods. The sacrificial victims included slaves, criminals, bastards, orphans, and tragically children, valued for their innocence. Children were sometimes abducted or purchased from neighboring cities, with red beans serving as the payment. Diego de Landa witnessed these sacrifices and described the ritual, where victims were painted blue, placed on a stone altar atop a pyramid, and had their hearts cut out by the Nacom with an obsidian or flint knife. Intriguing and unsettling, the practices of human sacrifice among the Maya offer a glimpse into the complex beliefs and rituals that shaped this ancient civilization. Number 5. Mexican Underwater Cave. You won't believe the hidden treasures lying beneath the state of Yucatan, Mexico. It's home to a stunning array of underwater caves and caverns, accessed through mystical sinkholes called cenotes. Over 3,000 of these caves are scattered throughout the Yucatan Peninsula, but only 1,400 have been fully explored and documented so far. Nestled between Cancun and Tulum lies the Rivera Maya, boasting the world's 3 longest underwater cave systems. Recently, a groundbreaking discovery has taken the world by storm. Archaeologists and divers in Mexico have stumbled upon the massive Sac Actun Cave, stretching a mind-boggling 348 kilometers underwater. The cave, unveiled after a 10-month expedition led by Gran Acuífero Maya GAM archaeologists. It's like a dreamy aquatic wonderland, but it's not just its size that has everyone talking. It's believed to hold some of humanity's biggest secrets. The cave system, with around 200 interconnected small caves underwater, is said to harbor mysteries of the ancient Mayan civilization. Some believe the Mayans might have ventured into the underworld using this very gateway. And that's not all. Exciting geological finds have left the archaeologists thrilled. They've spotted human bones, pottery, and fascinating artifacts adorning the cave walls, offering valuable clues about the Mayan civilization. But the quest doesn't end here. There's a hunch that this awe-inspiring cave system might be linked to 2 or 3 other nearby caves, igniting a thrilling pursuit for even more hidden wonders. And who knows what astonishing biodiversity awaits discovery in this captivating underwater realm. The journey into the depths continues, unlocking the secrets of the past and fueling our excitement for what lies beyond. Number 4. A 1,000-foot elevator. Lookout Mountain Caverns, also known as Lookout Mountain Cave or Lower Cave, is one of the longest caves in Hamilton County, Tennessee. It stretches for about 2.5 miles and is considered one of the longest in the United States. Some people even claim that the cave is much longer, with legends saying it could be over 80 miles. The cave is located at the base of Lookout Mountain along the Tennessee River, and it used to be accessible through a natural opening. However, it is now closed to the public, and entering the cave without permission is considered trespassing. The cave has a rich history. It was used by Native Americans as a campsite, and during the Civil War, it was involved in saltpeter mining for the Confederate government. It also served as a hospital during the war, and visitors left their marks, possibly including the signature of Andrew Jackson. In the early 20th century, efforts were made to open the cave for tourists. A 400-foot elevator shaft was drilled, and a waterfall called Ruby Falls was discovered inside the cave. However, over time, the cave accumulated soot from locomotives passing through a railway tunnel, and it was eventually closed to tourists. Nowadays, access to the cave is restricted, but researchers have been allowed to explore it despite its closure. Lookout Mountain Caverns remains an intriguing and mysterious underground world, holding untold secrets and stories from the past. Number 3. Olm Salamander. The olm is a truly mesmerizing creature, living its entire life underwater, like a little aquatic wonder. This salamander, related to the axolotl, is native to the Dinaric Alps, dwelling in the underground waters of Central and Southeastern Europe. You can spot it in parts of Italy, Croatia, Slovenia, and Bosnia and Herzegovina, and it has been introduced in France and Germany. With its gills and tail fins, the olm is perfectly adapted for its aquatic lifestyle. Its skin appears pink or white in the darkness of the cave, but when taken out into the light, it magically turns dark. Yet, back in the darkness, it changes back to its original colors. Talk about a creature of mysteries. What's truly remarkable about the olm is its ability to survive without eating for up to an incredible 6 years. Yes, you heard that right. This little amphibian can go on for years without a meal. Despite having lungs and being able to breathe air, the olm is entirely at home underwater, making it truly an aquatic marvel. Now, you might be thinking, that being blind would put a damper on the Olm's hunting abilities, but think again, this clever critter uses its other keen senses, including electrosensitivity, to locate its prey and snatch a tasty meal. The Olm's world might be hidden underneath the earth, but its abilities and adaptations make it a captivating and efficient hunter in the underwater realm. Number 2. Miniature coffin. In the summer of 1836, a group of boys set out to hunt rabbits on the slopes of Arthur's Seat in Edinburgh, but their adventure took a mysterious turn when they stumbled upon a hidden cave concealed by 3 slabs of slate. Inside, they made a perplexing discovery: 17 miniature coffins. Today, 8 of these tiny coffins are showcased at the National Museum of Scotland, and they continue to baffle experts. Who created these intricately carved figures? Who were they meant to represent? And why were they placed in this secret spot? The coffins were arranged in 3 tiers, 2 with 8 coffins each, and 1 solitary coffin on top. Each coffin, only 95 millimeters long, contained a wooden figure adorned in custom-made clothes, stitched and glued around them. The story of these enigmatic coffins captured media attention at the time, but the fate of the remaining 9 coffins remains unknown. Some accounts suggest that the boys may have destroyed them, but no further evidence has emerged. Years later, in 1906, a peculiar twist surfaced. A woman claimed that her father had been visited by a daft man who drew 3 small coffins with dates coinciding with family deaths. Could this man be the maker of the Arthur's Seat coffins, driven mad by the loss of his creations? Or was it all just a series of strange coincidences? The mystery surrounding the Arthur's Seat coffins endures, leaving us to wonder about the secrets hidden within those tiny, enigmatic coffins. Number 1. Extinct giant sloth fossils. About 30 years ago, fascinating ornaments were discovered at a rock shelter called Santa Helena in central Brazil. A new study by researchers from Brazil, France, and the US has shed light on their origins. These ornaments are triangular and teardrop-shaped pendants made from bony material taken from giant ground sloths. The researchers have ruled out the possibility of humans finding and carving them much later, concluding that the work was done shortly after the sloths died and before the materials fossilized. Dating of the ornaments and sediments of the site indicates an age of 25,000 to 27,000 years ago, which challenges previous theories about when humans arrived in the Americas. It suggests that people may have been in the Americas several thousand years earlier than previously thought. Giant ground sloths, once among the largest creatures in South America, were impressive creatures, measuring 10 to 13 feet in length and weighing over 1,000 pounds. They walked on all fours, using their sharp claws to dig burrows. The sloths had bony structures under their fur, similar to modern armadillos. Other evidence from different sites in the Americas has also hinted at early human presence, pushing back the timeline for human migration to this region. The new findings are adding to our understanding of the ancient history of the Americas, painting a fascinating picture of life and craftsmanship thousands of years ago. So, which of these cave discoveries intrigue you the most? Let us know in the comment section. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our uploads. See you in the next video.